Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new around here then hello, my name is Sarah-Jayne. Today I'm going to be talking about my Shark Hoover. So this is the Shark Duo Clean Cordless Flexology vacuum. It's got a lot of words to that name. I'll also leave like the number code on the screen just here and exactly what it is, because boy, that is a lot of words to remember, especially with baby brain. But anyway, the Shark cleaner. A couple of weeks ago, or about a month or so ago now actually, I did a cleaning video and I talked about the fact that I had got this new Hoover, or this new vacuum, and I was loving it, and I would do a review for you, because I think sometimes when you're looking at maybe getting a new vacuum, they're not cheap things to buy, and you want to make sure that you're getting the right one, and you don't just want to go and get one because you think it's a new gimmick or anything like that. So I'm going to talk you through this so that you can make your mind up for yourself whether it might be good for you. But I just want to start off by saying that I love this. I really do love it, and I've been finding it so handy and much better than my corded Dyson which I had before, which was the rollerball one, and I'll talk to you about why as we go through this video. So first of all, this vacuum retails for $349.99, and I have got the Duo battery one, which I would recommend definitely, if you can, purchasing the one with the Duo battery, because it's just so much easier to know that when you're vacuuming, if this runs out of battery, then you've already got one which is charged straight away. You can just keep switching them out. So definitely, if you can, if your budget allows you, go ahead and get the one with the twin battery, because honestly, who wants to be hoovering up and then have to wait 20 minutes because your battery's dead? So each of these batteries will last up to 22 minutes each, and it says up to 22 minutes because this vacuum actually has two settings, so a standard setting and then almost like a boosted setting, which I will show you on screen now what I mean by that. So obviously if you're using the boosted setting, then it's not going to last as long, but as I say, if you do have the twin battery, then you can just switch them out as they run out. The batteries themselves are so easy to change. It doesn't become a faff or a hassle to have to change them. They just kind of clip out and then clip straight back in. And also when you pop them onto the docking station, the charging station, they just slot in and then start charging it up straight away. The docking station for the batteries is actually really good because they have like suction bits on the bottom, so you can just kind of have it on a work surface and it's not going to be rolling around everywhere. It just kind of suctions onto the work surface and fits into place. I don't think you can put this onto like a vertical surface because the batteries would just fall out, but it's just really handy to know that things can't be knocked off or pulled off or anything like that. So let's just talk about the settings. Actually, on the handle itself, you have the on-off button, which is in the middle. Then you have the two different speed settings. So you have, it comes on the standard setting to begin with, and then you can press it again and it changes it to the boosted setting. And then on the other side, you also have the carpet and hard floor setting. That will come on whichever you have used it last, I believe. But this is really good for me because in the kitchen we do have hard floors, and then everywhere else we have carpet. And it does switch well from one setting to another. Really easy to do. And I'm going to try and insert a clip of me going from one to the other, and also I might put a bit of rice down and show you how well it gets them up. Another really cool feature about this Shark vacuum, and I don't think it's a necessary feature but it's still really cool, is it has lights on the front. And I guess if you're cleaning under like beds or anything like that, it kind of makes it easier for you to see if you've picked up everything up. but I just like to see the lights on the front, and Ella certainly likes to see these as well. Whenever I'm hoovering, she kind of runs after the vacuum and tries and chases it, and she kind of shouts at it as well, which is really good, because at first she was kind of scared when I was hoovering up, but now she kind of loves it and just runs after it. But yeah, I love the fact that it has lights. It's just a bit fancy, and like I say, I don't know if it's necessary to have lights on the front, but it's certainly rather cool. So I've just mentioned there about it going under units and under beds and things, and the really good thing about this is the flexology part of it, which means that you actually just press a button, this button here, and then it folds the opposite way, so that you can quite easily get under beds and under units without having to kneel down or take any attachments off or anything like that, which is really, really good. You can also take this top section off of the bottom section and attach the different attachments to it. You can even attach the head of the hoover and do the stairs and things, or just use the attachments that come with it. So when you get the vacuum, it also comes with this bag and all the attachments, and you have various ones in here. You have this one, which is a flat one, and it also has really soft bristles. So I've actually used this on like blinds and stuff before. It doesn't get all of the dust up completely, but it's really good to go over first of all, before you actually go and like wipe over, just to get the majority off. And also as well, a handy place I found this is the tops of the washing machine and the tumble dryer, because it's hard to get like hands right to the back in order to get up all the dust. So I kind of just slide it in there and hoover it all up. So that's a really good one. You also get one like this, which is really good for the stairs. So it has kind of the velvet section to the top and the bottom, and it also kind of twists, so it goes on a little bit of an angle, so that's good for stairs. You have a very similar one with harder bristles, I guess if you're getting it up like on a not flat surface, or not flat surface, that's very technical, isn't it? So I don't know, somewhere that might has nooks and crannies in it, you might want to have one with bristles to help get it up first, and then suction it away. And then you also have this standard one here, which is really good for popping onto the end. So you can take the head of the hoover off, and then you've got the long pole, and then put this on the long pole so that you can just clean like the tops around the ceiling and different things like that, hard to get places. So that's all the attachments that you get with it. However, I actually did buy some extra ones, and I got these off Amazon, and this was a car cleaning kit, which was pretty cool. So I actually got this for my husband. This goes on the end of the main bit. I'm being very technical with these words, aren't I? But you can tell I'm not a professional vacuum reviewer. So yeah, what you do is you put this onto the head of the vacuum, and then you have all of these teeny tiny brushes and things in order to get into the tiny little sections of your car. So it's a car valeting kit, and that was pretty cool. So as far as the filters go, they recommend that you clean them every month, and I have just recently done this. It was fairly easy to do. The only frustrating thing that I found was when you empty this, you can't actually take this section off, which you can see there is all the dust in there. So you can't take that away from this main head of the hoover, which is a bit frustrating, because that means that you can't like soak them in like fairy liquid or anything like that, because you don't want to get this wet. So what I did was just took some sort of slightly damp towel and wiped it out as much as possible. But the actual filters themselves were really easy to clean. You just kind of take this front section off. Here you can see that this is actually nice and clean because I've just done it, and then you just wash it in some warm water. Whenever you're washing filters from a hoover, you must always make sure that you are just using warm or hot water. Don't use any detergent or anything like that, because it just clogs up the filters. And also make sure that they're really dry before you put them back into the vacuum, because otherwise you'll get that horrible musty, like, wet dog smell. And nobody wants the house to smell like wet dog, really, do they? So yes, that's how you clean it. It was nice and easy to do, but make sure that you're allowing at least 24 hours for the filters to naturally air dry. There we go, that is my Shark vacuum. I really hope you've enjoyed this little review and seeing how it works. And if you decide to go ahead and get one, then let me know. I'll leave a link in the description box below. And I do know that they also have an offer on at the moment. Obviously that offer's not going to be like available forever, so just check in the description box below to see if you can take advantage of that. But thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and I shall see you again in my next video. Bye guys.